Son, listen to me. It was God's instruction, and I had to obey. What kind of a God would require such appalling fidelity? What kind of a father would bear to see his blade leaving a trail of red on the tender skin of his own son? You said God is gracious, merciful and kind. And in his kind, gracious and ever-loving nature, he provided a lamp to take your place. The reason you are still standing alive. Seriously? I tied your ends and your feet, laid you upon the altar. You were not sure what I was about to do, but you displayed no resistance. You displayed no resistance, and I want to ask, why? Why did you trust me to the point where you were helpless? Why? Because you are my father. It was because I thought you loved me and would only do what was best for me. I was thinking it was something new you were aiming to teach me, like you always did. It was because I trusted you, and in the same way I trusted God and believed that whatever he asked me to do was for my own good. Can't you see, son? Can't you see? I don't understand, Father. I don't even know what to think anymore. What could be more satisfying than a son believing and trusting his father? It is priceless, and I wouldn't trade that for nothing. But son, you must understand that all you just witnessed was beyond me. It was beyond your trust in me. God instructed, and I had to obey. I died 1,000 times seeing your obedience. I thought it was the last time I would ever see your eyes. My boy was going to die. The blessings of God are enveloped in the instructions of God. The man who embraces them, even in pain, shall never know shame.
So in the course of producing this piece, I got to a point where I felt like this story was not scripturally correct. Why? Because there's a popular opinion that says that Isaac there in the story represents Christ and Abraham God, painting the picture of God sacrificing his son. When I got to that point, I was like, oh, why? Because the initial motive for this piece was to put myself in the position of Isaac and react accordingly. That was the initial motive. But when I got to that point of, oh, it's not looking like scripture. Why? Because Christ was obedient unto death. So in this story, Isaac was supposed to be obedient unto death, but it was not like that, right? So I felt so bad, because it is very important for you to maintain scriptural reality, even though you are twisting story, adding flavor, just being creative about it. I try as much as possible to maintain that. But then when I got to that point, I was worried. I was thinking about it. I was just But then I looked at it from a broader perspective, and I discovered that Isaac there was not necessarily a representation of Christ. Why? there was a lamb that took his place. So the lamb was the representation of Christ, taking the place of Isaac. So Isaac there was the seed of Abraham, and you know what that means? You are the seed of Abraham, I am the seed of Abraham, and the lamb was the representation of Christ. So when I got to that point, I was like, yes, I have an argument. This is correct. And so that was what brought the whole relief and the courage to bring it out here. Although there is a stage version of it that has a different ending, very beautiful piece, very, very beautiful piece. We've done it just once on, I think, Acts on the Rock Quarry. That was where we did the piece, and it was beautiful, very, very beautiful. Maybe one of these days we'll bring it out here. But then tell us, what do you think about this piece? Leave your opinion in the comment section. We'd love to hear.